Hey guys, All Over Windows here, and today I am back with another video. And today, in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be installing Microsoft Windows Longhorn version 4074. That's right, I'm installing Windows Longhorn 4074 on actual hardware. The reason I chose 4074 is because actually I put up a small poll in the Discord server, linked down in the description, and this was the build that pretty much everyone chose. Of course, there was a bunch of builds that people were recommending, but this is the only one that had more than one person vote for it. So, this is the build I'm going with. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do here is, as you can see, I have it on this screen again, which means I'm using the laptop that was my grandmother's where the screen is broken. But the first thing I'm going to be doing is changing the date. And the date is going to be April 25th, 2004. So let's go to April 25th, 2004. Alright. Anyways, let's go ahead and confirm this. Go ahead and push OK. And then next up, we just insert the disk. So let the disk open up. And I'm obviously going to be doing an upgrade just because upgrading to Longhorn is pretty much easier. And another reason why I'm doing the upgrade is so it'll transfer all the drivers over for me instead of, you know, me having to try and reinstall the drivers. So before we begin, as you can see down here, I do have the audio drivers. This is just proof that those stupid sounds don't actually exist. So let's go ahead and push this in here and pop the disk in. Going to take it a little bit to read, but it should open autoplay. Never mind, it automatically ejected. Let's try this again. I'm not sure what it's doing right now at the... Now the light is flashing, but... Alright, now the disk is spinning up. Autoplay should hopefully open. Oh wow, you see that? That was pretty cool. I've never actually seen this in, before, this specific installer. Usually I'll upgrade from the previous and up, but I've never seen it fade in like that. Hang on, let's do that again. Let's see that again, actually. Let's just go to my computer here and open up the installer. Look at that. I don't know why, but at first, for some reason, I thought the Windows logo came in, but no, it's just the install. Alright, I guess let's just get right back into the installation. It may immediately ask me for the product key, so... we'll see. I really like what they did with Longhorn. I really hate that they scrapped it like that. Also, as you can see here, this is getting worse over time. It didn't used to look like this when I originally bought it from a thrift store. Alright, see, I love this black theme. I hate that they got rid of it. Welcome to Windows Setup. Thank you for choosing Microsoft Windows. The setup process consists of a few easy steps. We'll let you know when you can walk away and leave setup to finish on its own. You are about to install a pre-released version of the product code named Microsoft Windows Longhorn. This software is intended for evaluation purposes only. It will expire 180 days after installation. Alright, let's continue. Yep, it's going to ask me to do the product key, so I'll be back. Alright, I have inserted the product key. So now it's going to go through and show you the same license agreement it usually shows. I'm not sure if it mentions Longhorn in any of this. I've never actually went through and read it just because of how much stuff is in here. But it's just pretty much the TOS and all that stuff. But alright, I do accept. Let's continue. Oh, I can't upgrade? Why can't I upgrade? Upgrade has been disabled. Upgrades to that specific build has been disabled. Man, that really sucks. I was hoping I can upgrade and do all the drivers and stuff. Hopefully this build has drivers for this specific USB to SATA. It should if it has anything like XP, but I guess we'll see once it's installed. So I guess we're doing a clean install, unfortunately. Click here to select where to install Windows. Yeah, obviously on that partition. Okay, continue, that's fine. And then let's just continue. I really do like this version of the installer they have. I'm not sure how long it's going to be collecting this information. but it only claims there's about 20 minutes instead of 30 to 60 like it used to. That yellow bar down at the bottom left is moving, so it's definitely doing something. I can see the hard drive light is active, so it is working, doing its magic. It's weird how it's making it Windows.000 instead of Windows.old, but I guess that is fairly new. They weren't exactly certain what to do there. So real quick, while we're waiting, I want to explain to you guys how to join the Discord server in case you aren't, like, sure. Whenever you join, you will get a message from a Discord bot named Ataya. I say Ataya, it might be called something else similar, but it's spelled Auttaja. Basically, it takes you to a Google CAPTCHA, and that's just a verification to make sure you're not like a bot or something, someone, you know, trying to raid or whatnot. It definitely helps with bots. That's the only rule you have to follow to join the server. Obviously, you have to follow all the rules like the Discord TOS and all the other rules I put in there, but that is how you join the server. So in case you were confused previously, that is how you do it. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention is the subscribe button. It is right here. Go ahead and click it. It's free. Oh, also the like button. It's free too. And why not? Go ahead and enable notifications. You know, you'll be able to see whenever I post. I try to post every Friday, but sometimes stuff happens and I'm not able to, but it is what it is. So this is, I guess when it says collecting information and copying files, oh, I see. So it's just not, it's not showing the, like, the whole list like it does in the normal OEM or retail software where it shows, you know, copying files, expanding files and whatnot. I personally like this installer better. I'm not exactly sure why they didn't have such custom installers like this. Oh wow, it's already about to restart the computer. Sweet. I don't know what it is about Longhorn, but they did a really good job with it. I don't know. I'm not sure why Microsoft decided to scrap it. I mean, I know it literally was all over the place. Like, it literally was all over the place. That's why they scrapped it, but... like, I don't know. They should have, like, kept where they were going with it. Because, I mean, look at Windows Vista. I mean, it's a great operating system, but it isn't at the same time. I mean, the whole reason why everyone hated it so much is because when it came out, Microsoft didn't release like what was required to the manufacturers of computers, because this laptop here says it's Windows Vista capable, but it isn't, kinda, basically. Like, it doesn't run too well, like as well as it's supposed to, you know. Starting Windows pre-installation environment. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll run fine. I'm pretty sure that's what I learned. Lots of flashing going on here. Starting setup. One moment, please. I can hear the disk starting to spin up, I think. Oh, it's doing the same thing, collecting information and copying files. That'd be cool if, whenever you do a custom setup like that, if it copied over the drivers that are supported on it. Of course, if it thinks the drivers might be buggy, of course, don't copy those over, but just for a little bit of proof, let me show you guys what I'm installing this on. I'm installing it here from this laptop. If I turn this off, you'll be able to see there's a blue light on indicating that it's on. I can move it down a little bit. The hard drive light is completely active, but it's flickering a little bit. It's kind of hard to see it though. It's just moving too much, but yeah, that's what I'm installing this. That's what I'm installing this on. It has the Intel Centrino processor on it, so I hope it's like good enough to run on it. I mean, considering it's Windows Vista capable, I'm pretty sure this laptop came out after Longhorn was happening, so I'd be surprised if this operating system even runs very well on it. But because this laptop came with Windows XP Media Center, and I'm pretty sure it was originally with SP3, if not SP2. But yeah, I didn't even, like, whenever my grandmother got this laptop, well, whenever I saw her with this laptop, it didn't have Media Center on it. But I look on the bottom, and there's a Media Center, like Windows XP Media Center edition, and the product key for it. And so I'm always wondering, I'm like, why didn't I ever see Media Center growing up? And I think I did, I think I did, now that I think about it. Because she did, this laptop is built in with a TV tuner, and she had like some way to watch TV and record the stuff on it, and I always thought that was weird. And there was at one point where she was wanting to record something, and I was supposed to help her with it, but I don't know. This was like, I was little, and I don't remember it too well, but I can barely remember that. But this laptop brings back so many memories. I hope and pray that this laptop never breaks on me. Unfortunately, Windows itself did get corrupted on it. That's why that's why I'm copying Windows over completely on it. As you can see, it has the, I don't remember how much storage is in it. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I have done a lot of stuff on this laptop. Like, I've put Windows 7 on here. I completely customized Windows 7 to look like the Aero version of Windows Longhorn. I always played Roblox on it ever since when it was like old. I miss Roblox. I miss the old Roblox, honestly. The old Roblox was amazing compared to the new one. It was actually fun. Now they just kind of sold out, only care about the money, don't really care. Of course, they care about protecting the children, but they have so much to do on there, it's kind of hard to moderate it, but But yeah, I've done quite a lot. I've installed many operating systems on here, like from Windows XP SP1, from Windows XP Media Center. I'm trying, I don't know, I haven't done too much research on it because I just recently figured out how to use Media Center. Thanks! Your computer will restart in a moment to begin the next part of setup. Feel free to leave or do something else while the setup finishes. About 10 minutes, but it says 7 minutes in the bottom right. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I just recently learned how to use the Internet Archive .org. Basically archive.org. I just recently learned how to use it. Because for some reason back then I just couldn't comprehend how to use that website. I don't know why, it's very strange. And there you go, there's the freaking, look at that boot screen, that boot animation. What is going on here? Please wait while Windows prepares to start. And I have to do it. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment, sir. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just leave your mouse, okay? Just leave your mouse, sir. Just leave your mouse, okay? Okay. I mean, this is my computer, though. I mean, yeah. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment, sir. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment, sir. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just. Oh. Leave your mouse. Okay, sorry. Starting setup. One moment, please. Oh, look at that. It's got the animated cursor. That's not like a new thing. That's been a thing for a while, but it's just defaulted on the installation process through the setup. Pretty interesting. It's kind of hard to sing that song because of how much like gibberish it says. Like. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just leave your mouse. Okay, just leave your mouse, sir. Just leave your mouse. Okay. I mean, this is my computer, though. I mean, it's so hard for me to say that sometimes. I'm learning. Because for the past few days, I've been listening to that song every day when I got off work. I don't know why. I just have been. I need to find more songs to put on my YouTube playlist because I have YouTube Premium, so I'm now have all my songs downloaded. I originally was using Spotify. But I kind of just stopped using Spotify and went back to Pandora. And then other times I use YouTube. It's just, I don't know, I'm all over the place with music right now. I'm not exactly sure what setup is trying to do, but it says it's trying to detect my computer's hardware. There it goes. I was going to say the hard drive light wasn't on, but it's on now. Oh, finally. It took a little bit longer than 10 minutes. Good grief. That took almost like 15 to 20. I was starting to get worried. Well... This is one of the builds where it's not Odename K Longhorn lay. Oh, looks like the computer is restarting. As you can see, the setup process is now done because it's doing the typical 30-second thing. I don't know why Windows XP is on that list still. It shouldn't be. It should have got rid of it. But all right. I guess it managed to make its own partition, which is kind of interesting. I didn't know it was going to do that. I thought it was just going to move it to Windows.old or Windows.000 like it said. I'm not a fan of this boot screen. I like the other one better where it had like completely different animation and stuff, or it was white. I like the white one too. But you know what I really liked is I really liked the Whistler boot up screens. Those were really cool. I also like that. Well, that's pretty. Is this one of those builds where... Oh, never mind. Oh, wow, it's not. Well, there you go. We're here. We're in Windows Longhorn. Would you look at that? I guess I'm going to try and install the drivers on it. New sidebar tile added. Power. Would you like to show this tile on your bar? Sure. Look at that, charging 4%. Of course the battery doesn't work, but I would love to see this version on the 98 laptop. I didn't even think about that. I want to see if it ran and if it's running very well or not. I don't even know if that version supports Windows Vista. I'm sure it does. But alright, let's plug in this and see if it has USB support. Of course there's no audio, so it's kind of hard to tell, but okay, so this is definitely still Windows XP. I mean, it even has the old, what, Internet Explorer 6? Wait, actually, no, let's not delete that. Let me open up to see if it'll pull any drivers from that. So I'm going to go to Windows R. Also, real quick before I continue, I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry I can't show the screen, you know, full screen for you guys like I did in the previous videos. This laptop is a little too old. It doesn't have an HDMI. And I don't have a splitter, so like basically to where I can split it between the screen and the other VGA. But anyways, let's get back into it. Dev mgmt.msc. And while that goes, I'll go ahead and go to the control panel and try to add hardware from there as well. Add hardware isn't going to open, so I'm just going to do it this way. Let's let it search first and see if it can find anything. No, I don't have internet. Yeah, that's the downside of this. If it won't let you upgrade, it's hard to find the drivers for the things you want to find the drivers for. I guess this is a lost cause, isn't it? I can't even get my video controller to work. Well, that sucks. I guess I can't get drivers on this thing. Wait, what? It found my... So I did all that for no freaking reason. I saw the disk spinning up and I was a little bit confused. So, okay, here we go. This is good. I can now install the drivers, hopefully. Hopefully SD... Oh, crap. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Hang on. So this is interesting. It thinks it's Windows Vista. Ah, there's all the drivers, but it's not gonna select all. I can't actually tell it to install. There's no install button anywhere. Well, that sucks. Of course, I'm not gonna do this because that always breaks it. Interesting. I could change the theme too. Oh, there's the install button. I'm just blind. Sweet. Hang on, let me get a better theme here. I'm trying to select oldware. There we go. Good enough. All right. So I'm gonna make sure it's all here, and make sure it's not stuff I can't. Okay. All right. It's all good. I'm going to go ahead and install this, and I will be back whenever it's about done. Did you know you can actually well, it's already gone. Did you know you could actually enable that on Windows 10 and 11 where it shows like the text and showing what exactly is loading in and uninstalling, etc., etc.? Did you know that? I restarted the computer because I'm having some driver issues, and hopefully it installed some at least, and I guess we'll see if I got some stuff working. So far the video is definitely not installed, but I think the audio may have been installed. I'm not exactly sure yet, so that's what I'm going to check now. So as you can see, I'm having some problems. For some reason, it'll say successfully installed. Of course, for this I can just press cancel, but it'll crash sometimes. But as you can see, this specific one, the audio thing right here, whatever this is, says successfully installed. I'll let it crash here. Close out of it. As you can see, there's no audio device. I don't know what's going on here. I shouldn't be having this problem, but it is Longhorn, and SDI does not like Longhorn too much. It thinks it's Windows Vista, actually. A lot of these drivers don't work to begin with. I'm kind of surprised that this audio driver on here is even installing. There's some other drivers it claims to install. It's just like, for some reason, Longhorn isn't actually installing them, even though clearly it says it's installed. Like, let's say I go down to this down here, like these root ports. I was hoping to really get video drivers, but I don't even see the video drivers on here. But see, I'll go through here, I'll go install. It'll ask, do you want to install? Yes, I will install it now. I will not report it to Microsoft just because it's not signed, but... And then it just says successfully installed. And it'll act like... God, I can't stand this. So yeah, Windows 11 is not the first build of Windows to introduce the black background whenever it's logging off and whatnot. I don't know why it took them this long to implement it, but it's here. So I'm going to have to explore it with no drivers, which is very, very unfortunate. I bet I could have got the drivers installed if I upgraded from Windows XP to the first version, because if you go from version to version, usually it allows upgrades until you get to, like, I think almost build 5,000 maybe, somewhere around that area. And it doesn't and then it's like, oh, you have to be on this version in order to upgrade, which is not leaked. What the heck? Why is it asking me to start safe mode? The leaked build for that version is not available. Like, it's not leaked, unfortunately. I'm sure there are many builds out there of Longhorn, of any Windows version really, that hasn't actually been leaked, which is very, very unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm going to explore it without drivers. And did it just crash on me? Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, it's the downside of running these unofficial, well, that's the downside of running beta builds like from the past, because these weren't released to the public, and so they had drivers only set for specific computers, so they ran properly. It wasn't meant for this kind of laptop, so the drivers are freaking the computer out pretty hard. So apparently I'm not going to be able to freaking look into this now, because I tried to install drivers and now it's stuck in a boot loop. This is dumb. It must have messed up the bootloader or something. So now I get to pop the disk in and repair it. Yippee. And this sucks because restore points were disabled. I didn't even think about that. I should have enabled them before I freaking did this. For some reason it's not trying to ask me to boot. Oh, there it goes. It just didn't want to work the first time. So it's weird how they went to the Windows 2000 boot up for the installer. Oh, come on. Let's try this again. Interesting. So I have a feeling that my disk drive is actually dying on me. Like, it may be too slow to spin up at first, because whenever I installed Windows XP on here, it did that same thing, which is very, very worrisome for me because of this laptop, you know. Alright, so I do not have a mouse, so I guess I'm gonna have to use keyboard. I guess I'm basically just gonna have to reinstall Windows Longhorn. I wasn't even planning on it, but I guess that's just what's gonna happen, because I was hoping I could just repair it, but again, it doesn't really matter because the drivers weren't installed anyways. I'm not gonna lose anything that I've already lost, you know, so. What happened? Are you kidding me? I didn't even get a chance to type in the product key yet. I was trying to find it. Problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. UDFS file system. I'm going to Google that real quick, see what it says. So I looked it up, and UDFS file system means disk corruption with a K. I don't know if that means the CD or if there's something wrong with the drive itself. But if there's something wrong with the drive itself, that's really gonna suck. So this is turning out to be like one of MJD's videos where he tries to install something and nothing goes right. In my case, everything was going fine until I tried to install the drivers, and now it's not even wanting to freaking load. Alright, hopefully I can get the product key entered before it freaking screws up on me. The mouse isn't loading, which means it's probably gonna crash again. Okay, this time I was able to get the product key. Unfortunately, the keyboard still isn't working. So I mean, not the keyboard. Unfortunately, the mouse still isn't working. Well, I wasn't trying to install it yet. I was trying to delete that partition so I can make space. But whatever, I'll just go through and delete it later. Actually, I'll probably just leave it and wait till I install a new operating system. Alright, I'm going to let this do its thing. It's going to take it a while. Hopefully the disk drive doesn't commit suicide. And if it does, I will cut to whenever it is finished and I'm back into the operating system. It may take me until tomorrow to finish this because it's almost time for me to go to bed for work. So I guess I'll be back whenever I can. Alright, as you can see, I am back. I have finally made it into Longhorn. I am not even going to bother trying to install the drivers until, I guess, after this video to see if I got them installed or not. So yeah, let's look into this build of Windows Longhorn version 4074. And as you can see, you're immediately joined with the sidebar, which is pretty cool. So in this build, the taskbar doesn't actually merge into the sidebar. The sidebar is kind of above it, or kind of off to the right of it, and the taskbar gets cut off. And all the windows also, let's see. When you open up a window and have it in full screen, it automatically latches on to the way that this is built here. I'm glad they didn't keep this as a feature because, I mean, I personally don't like sidebars, so that's just me. But yeah, let's look into the operating system a little bit here. It's finding, okay, I don't even know how because I don't have that, but sure. I don't have anything plugged in. I'm not sure why it's telling me this. Now I like this down here. Rules? You can change the rules? Interesting. Tell Windows how to handle incoming information. When new information like an email message arrives, Windows has standard rules for how to notify you and for what actions to take with that information. You can set up your own rules below for what should happen when new information arrives. Interesting. I don't think, I mean, obviously this didn't last very long. Windows Vista Delta definitely needs a lot of stuff that's in here. Like this, I've never even heard of this. So you could change what the notifications do. Of course, it's kind of bugging out a little bit. Cancel that, I guess. Okay, general Windows notifications. You can change the rules. Create new. Let's create a rule, maybe? Huh, okay. Never mind, let's not do that. Alright, let's get out of this. So yeah, as you can see here, it shows all of the notifications you got, which I don't know, was that a thing back then? Was that a thing back on the other operating systems, like let's say Windows XP, where it shows you the different versions? I'm actually unsure of that. I've never really paid any attention to it. And then of course you got your didn't mean to do that. You got the Internet Explorer tab here and the Show Desktop button. So instead of it being in the bottom right, they have that button way up here. Of course, there's the activation, and then this is a huge freaking battery. Oh, okay, interesting. You can actually change the power plans on here. That's nice. Now let's look in the options here, so let's go to Properties for it. You can configure the position and size of the sidebar and taskbar, choose a preset configuration, or edit the custom settings below. So, group similar taskbar buttons, yeah, enable the sidebar, sure. Sidebar on the right, taskbar on the bottom, sidebar on the right, taskbar on the right. How does this look? Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's whack. It just kind of combines them together. It does give you more, screen space from top to bottom, but that's pretty interesting. I'm going to keep it like that, just because of how interesting it is. And then you can completely customize where it's at, change it from, let's say the taskbar is on the left and the sidebar, oh, you can only choose left or right, so you could basically convert it, kind of move it like this, make the screen size very small. Okay, I was gonna say, if you can't change this, that's kind of ridiculous. Oh wow, you still don't get that much room, do you? Well, let's leave this the way it is here, and go to the start menu, see if there's anything to change here. So this build of Longhorn is pretty much kind of like a reskin of Windows XP. It's got basically the same start menu, you know, the same animations for whenever you open these little menus up. So it's pretty much the same. There's nothing really to customize. And yeah, I wish I could get the audio to work on here, but unfortunately I cannot. Oh hey, I can actually move this. Okay, I'm going to keep it like that. That's awesome. I like that. Let's see, how big can you get though? Holy crap, seriously? Who would need their sidebar and taskbar for that matter to be this freaking large? I mean, I guess it could work if you are just doing it temporarily so you can like read stuff easier on it. But nonetheless, let's go on and look through some other stuff. So let's, you know what? I'm going to move the taskbar actually. I'm going to move it back to the way it was, just so I can add more stuff. So let's add the basket here, which is basically the recycle bin, but on your sidebar. You got your contacts. Pin a contact to bar. Pick a contact, any contact. Okay, it kind of froze up on me. You got your news feed. Interesting. You got the slideshow, of course. It can't be freaking Windows without a slideshow gadget. Okay. Alright, that was weird. And then, let's see. And then there's people nearby. Join people nearby. Leave people nearby. I'm gonna join it and see if people are nearby. And then sync. Synchronize. What am I synchronizing? Offline web pages. Start. And now let's just look around, look at the different icons. You got this stuff down here. I actually didn't see it before. What is this? Alright. It's bugging out on me a little bit here. Oh, okay, so it kind of just combined everything together. Alright, cool. Oh, it's one of those things where you can't get rid of it. I hate when that happens. Well, guess we're dealing with that there. Let's look at some of the icons here. So you got... Pretty much they like remade the icons, but they look like garbage on this for some reason. Oh, go away. Please go away. Where did the... What the heck is going on here? Why can't I get rid of this? Okay, it just disappeared on me. Oh, I'm clicking it so it shrinks. Alright, cool. Let's shrink this up a little bit here. There you go. So I am in control panel, and look at this skin though. I mean, seriously, this thing is massive. This would definitely look very ugly nowadays. But everything on here is pretty much the same, I think. Like this looks exactly the same. Let's say user accounts kind of looks the same. I mean, it's just everything is gray now. You got your mouse here, or parental controls is what I was going to go for. You can limit the games the kids play. That's pretty interesting. Let's see what else. But yeah, pretty much anything, or pretty much everything on here is the same. The display is all the same. It's got the slate theme and the jade theme. So let's apply the jade theme. Well, this is what jade looks like. It completely breaks the taskbar. I mean, not the taskbar. It completely breaks the sidebar. It actually got rid of it completely. Oh, I can actually increase the size? I didn't know that. Heck yeah. No, wait, no, not that one. Go up one more. There you go. I didn't realize this worked. It installed the driver for me. Cool. Well, the driver isn't actually installed, but the sidebar is just completely busted. So let's see if I can open Task Manager and restart Explorer. There it is. There's that small sidebar. See, it looks a lot better when it's like set at the correct resolution. Of course, it's like lagging like crazy because it doesn't have the proper drivers installed, but it is what it is. Alright, let's move on to the next item on the list. Oh, hey, it actually fixed the icons too. They don't look broken anymore. Cool. Actually, that might be because I'm set to Jade. Let's move back to what it was at before. Alright, you can go away, Task Manager. Thanks for your help. Let's go to Slate. Let's go back to Slate here and see if it looks any better. I wonder if the sidebar and taskbar have the Jade theme then, because it kind of crashed it before. No, I mean, everything looks fine now. I guess just being in that low resolution made it look bad. I mean, everything looks very crystal clear now. I'm not sure what happened there. Does it have the driver installed? It doesn't even have, like, it doesn't even have it. There's no name. I wonder if I stopped it, if it would just completely, like, disable the screen. I don't know. I'm not going to test that. Why didn't you tell me the screen was a little crooked? Alright, I can't exactly think of what else to look through. I mean, MSN kind of looks the same. You got, oh shoot, it changed Internet Explorer. There's Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer obviously got its own custom skin. Of course, it's not going to load because there's no internet drivers, but then you got different items like the notepad. Does it look any different? No, it's just got that gray theme added to it. Let's see, what else? What else is there? It has all of the games on here, surprisingly. So you got freaking 3D pinball, which is amazing. I wonder if there's a welcome to Windows Longhorn on here, like there is welcome to Windows XP, you know? I don't think there is, though. They kind of got rid of that. They scrapped it pretty quick, which is kind of weird if you think about it. Isn't, like, the Windows XP builds the only builds that actually supported, or that actually had, like, a welcome music? I'm pretty sure it is. But it was, like, a huge thing, them moving over to the NT era for home users. Oh, you know what? There is something I did forget to do. I forgot to look through the backgrounds. So let's look through the backgrounds. So, for some reason, this tree is called Bliss. So I'm going to go through and apply each and every one. You got Autumn, which is obviously a very well-known image from back then. You got Azul, which is SpongeBob. You got the Bliss. You got Blue Lace 16, which is very trippy to look at. Coffee Bean, which is default. You got Crystal. Oh wow, that's actually pretty. Look at that. That's cool. I might keep it on that one. You got the feather texture I'm looking at. You got Follow, which is a bunch of fish following another fish. You got Friend, which is an old picture of a dog for some reason. What does that have to do with Longhorn, I wonder? You got Home, which is just a picture of, I guess, a home. I don't know whose home it is. Moonflower? How weird. Is it supposed to look like that? I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. You got Peace. What's going on here? What is this about? These rectangles. Power? I guess they are supposed to be there. What is going on? No. Purple flower. They got such a weird variety of pictures on here. Radiance? Why is it the picture of the moon? Of course, the Red Moon Desert, which is like Windows Whistler. You got that bitmap. You got the Ripple. Ooh, that's very pretty. Stonehenge. You got your tulips, which I think actually made it to Windows Vista, if not Windows 7. Vortex Space. Hwind. Why are you saying Hwind? There's no H in Hwind. Anyways, Windows XP, which is pretty much the default. The screen, I just realized it's cutting it off from the sidebar. I don't know why it's doing that. And yeah, okay. I'm going to move back up to that one that I liked, which was, I honestly don't remember. It's like, let's see. Ripple, maybe? Yeah, Ripple, that's it. Let's see, do they have any screensavers? They just have Longhorn screensaver, and there's no settings, which it looks like this. It's kind of lame. Yeah, I pretty much looked through everything. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Make sure to join my Discord server. The link is down in the description. And that's pretty much it for this video. I will see you guys later. Goodbye, guys. I always forget.